Tiger fans proved that they're ready to show up for the team this year, selling out Memorial Stadium 5 times this season. We'll get to that in a moment, but for now, I'll tell you how we got to today. Today, lawmakers largely talked about budget bills. However, they had already pre-filed more than 1,000 non-budget bills for today's meeting. All of these TVs, I was told by the general manager, will be turned to that game later on during kickoff, and they even made a Cotton Bowl t-shirt. You may recognize this. It's the instructions for an at-home COVID test kit, and as of today, it can be mailed to your doorstep. The city is also facing a lawsuit from the Attorney General's office for violating Missouri's open meeting laws. He wrote words like dangerous, unregulated, and unrestricted. We actually just talked to a snowplow driver who said that ice was one of the biggest concerns. David Gillespie ran from the scene and police found him here at North Walker Street, a block away from a local elementary school. Yeah, Taylor Union Station here was both the scene of triumph and tragedy yesterday. These streets were filled with hundreds of thousands of people yesterday who fled because of that active shooter. We were actually out here earlier when these streets were blocked off, and they were filled with personal belongings and garbage. But some of the people I talked to today say that the personal belongings don't matter as much as making sure that their loved ones were okay.
The only way that I can describe it is surreal.
A day meant for celebration turned violent.
When the rally was over, all we could hear were fireworks, or what we thought were fireworks, when in essence they were shots.
Jan Lay lives less than a block away from where it happened.
We were here for the Super Bowl parade last year, and the next morning everything was clean. When we woke up this morning, it looked like a battleground.
In the chaos, people left everything from tables, chairs, a grill, and a stroller. One woman says she lost a family heirloom.
One of the blankets was made by my husband's mother, who's passed away. And so that's an important thing that I want to keep in our family.
But the people who would have received that blanket are safe.
Well, you know what? As special as that blanket is, it is not more special or more important than my children that got home safe.
Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas says the violence is not Kansas City. It does not define its future.
Here's the thing. We have a plan for a St. Patrick's Day parade in Kansas City. We have parades all the time. I don't think they'll end.
But Jan says the shooting will tarnish these events for her in the future.
I'll never go. I'll never go out in these things again.
The city says they have opened a lost and found if you have any personal belongings that you have still not collected. You can find more information on that on our website, KOMU.com. But for now, live in Kansas City, Elly Laliberte, KOMU 8 News. Today, I talked with staff members who say the change was more than overdue. I walked through CMHS today and saw patched holes in the walls and zip ties holding cages together. For almost 50 years, this building has helped animals and their owners in mid-Missouri. People like Albert Brown.
And he's part of the family. He's my best friend.
Got his Chihuahua from the Humane Society 2 years ago. And he keeps coming back.
I come up and I get his shots. I'm getting his tags and stuff like that.
But to keep helping people like Albert, the shelter has to deal with serious deterioration.
We've had, 2 pieces of, or at least 3 pieces of ceiling fall down. I remember one time you could actually look up and see the blue sky above. It was a complete hole.
We joke, but really most of the shelter's held together with duct tape and zip ties.
Which is exactly why CMS is moving. The organization will now move here. This is 17.5 acres of land just between Highway 763 and Brown School Road. It's also only 5 minutes away from the organization's current location. But the work isn't quite done yet. The next step is to build on the land and move out.
This is the best gift that could have come at the end of the year, is acquiring this new land.
Casey tells me that CMHS hopes to break ground on construction in 2024. She also says CMHS is fundraising for the project. In the studio, Elly Laliberte, KOMU 8 News. Missouri's first Buc-ee's opens tomorrow in Springfield and is pretty much impossible to miss when driving from Interstate 44. I checked out the new gas station destination, which also has everything from barbecue and pastries to stuffed animals and even home decor. As Missourians fuel up and prepare to get on the road for the holidays, they'll soon have a new attraction. Buc-ee's is no ordinary gas station. The new mega station is a 50 33,000 square feet experience that also has 120 gas pumps. And 200 people will work at Missouri's first location in Springfield, right off Interstate 44.
We are very excited to have the first Buc-ee's in Missouri, and it indicates the key geographic location of Springfield and the surrounding region.
Springfield is the state's fourth most popular travel destination.
When we start within a new state, we want to find what we consider at least the busiest travel.
According to the Missouri Department of Transportation, in 2022, more than 3,000 vehicles passed this intersection daily.
So I think this is a really neat opportunity for Missouri. It's not too often people are really excited about a fuel station opening, but it's really a lot more than that.
And while it's helpful for some,
if it's convenient like it looks like it's going to be, I'll probably stop and check it out.
Others are excited.
Yeah, we plan to go to Springfield for the new Buc-ee's, man.
There's even a Facebook group with 17,000 members. And if you plan to visit or not,
1, 2, 3, Buc-ee's!
some will drive out of the way to visit.
It's not a home anymore. They don't care for me or mine. They don't want us here.
The new law directly impacts Castillo's 17-year-old son, Jay.
Saturday, we got a call from our doctor stating that the University of Missouri had decided that they would no longer be providing gender-affirming care.
This law is supposed to grandfather in those who are already receiving care.
Those who are already in the treatment process could continue. And so if they're already in it, they can continue on.
The family is part of the Center Project, an LGBTQ+ group in Columbia. The project put out a Facebook post stating that MU Healthcare has shut its doors to even established minors. It's urging patients to contact doctors to discuss options. For Castillo, this is a huge letdown. The family had even discussed Jay attending MU in the future.
I won't have my son go there. I won't. They turn their back on him.
KMU8 asked MU Healthcare for clarification if doctors will continue providing care to established patients. This is the response we got shortly after 4 this afternoon. Healthcare providers face significant legal liability for prescribing or administering cross-sex hormones or puberty-blocking drugs to existing minor patients under the new cause of action. MU Health providers may continue to provide other types of gender-affirming care that is not impacted by the law. For more information on what the ban means, visit our website at komu.com. In the studio, Elly Laliberte, KMU8 News.